Yes. So he is the most likely the head of Southeast Asia, the director, and
Yes.
he is currently in Ho Chi Minh for I think how many years already right now in Vietnam?
To be honest, I came in Vietnam in 2021 during the lockdown. So I'm
June.
here for 2 years already.
And
I'm
it
here for
seems
two
you are
years already.
enjoying. It seems you're enjoying.
Yes, yes, I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying Asia. I love Asia, and I love the
Ah,
Asian culture as well.
wow, wow, great. Nice to hear that. Have you been in the Philippines already?
Yes, I've been in Philippines. I've been in
Oh,
Manila. I've been also to Boracay, which is amazing, by
wow.
the way.
Yeah, yeah, very
Yes,
amazing. Correct, correct, correct.
yes. Philippines, it's an amazing, amazing country with amazing, amazing places.
Good, good. At least you have visited Philippines already and hope to be back
Yes.
maybe very soon because how many hours Vietnam to Philippines? How many hours? Like three
It's two
hours?
hours flight. It's no, it's a 2 hours and a half actually. two
Just
hours
two
and a
and a
half
half.
flight, direct flight. Yes, I'm gonna come soon. So maybe we meet up. Maybe we meet up for a coffee or something or a dinner in Manila.
Yeah, yeah, maybe, maybe. Actually, I'm in the southern part of the Philippines. I'm in
Okay.
the Mindanao. It's still one more flight going south to the Philippines.
Okay.
But I think there's a flight directly to my place from
Yes,
Vietnam.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, Maximo.
All right. So by the way, Alex will be discussing. He has a topic and it's about the future of online trading. So this
Yes.
is about embracing the multi-product platforms for enhanced trading experience. And I think he has been in the industry since 2008. If I may, am I correct?
Correct.
2008.
Correct.
So
You're
that's
perfectly right. From 2008 March to be more precise.
so that's how long you've been in this
15
industry.
years. 15 years.
So because I started trading, that was 2016. So very young, but at least, of course, it's my privilege to have you talk to
Thank you
you
very much.
with this live stream with WikiFX. And with your topic, I believe you have prepared a slide with you.
Yes, I
Would you
prepared.
mind?
I
Would you
prepared.
mind if
Yes,
you
I
share
prepared.
it,
Yes, I
please?
prepared. Yes, I'm going to share it right now. I prepared the material.
Yeah. But by the way, Alex, while you are preparing it, would you mind if I ask you from which country are you from?
I'm from Romania.
Romania.
One
Romania
second.
is in part of Europe, right?
Sorry.
Romania is part of Europe,
Yes, it's actually Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe. Okay, okay. I think near Greece, right?
No, actually, our neighbors are Ukraine.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so I think you are now ready. Let me check with my screen here. All right, I think you're all set. So, okay,
Yes.
uh, please proceed, Alex, and let you discuss your topic.
One second. Yes. So, trading as we see it and as we are expecting it to happen. As you all know, in the past 15 to 20 years, the market has evolved a lot because of mostly because of the internet, actually, because of the access to data to absolutely everyone. If you remember 15, 20 years ago, the internet was dial-up. We didn't have mobile phones. We didn't
Cor-
had all these devices,
Correct, correct.
tablets. We didn't had laptops. So access to information all across the world, okay, it was a bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Also, of course, trading for people, it was just localized. Everyone in its own country were able to trade local shares, locally shares, and with a different, I mean, higher amounts. So basically, online trading was not available to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when access to internet became very easy for everyone, and also with the mobile devices with internet, a lot of brokers appeared in the market, and they actually gave access to clients by offering them the chance to be able to trade instruments from all across the world. And these days, okay, 15 years later, the clients are actually able to trade shares and also trade forex pairs, commodities, and so on from all across the world, regardless of the country that they are in.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
And the future as we see it in capex.com, the future in the financial world belongs to the super apps. Now, why am I saying that? I'm saying that because as you saw, we already have some super apps outside of the financial world. For example, in China, there is a super app called WeChat. And
Mm,
also in Vietnam, actually here, there is another super app called Grab. A super app means an application, okay, where the client can do multiple things. For example, on WeChat, the clients they can chat, they can book a taxi, they can order food, they can pay, they can rent cars, they can do absolutely everything only from one app.
because this is my first time to hear about super apps, you know. I really don't know that that is already super. How about Facebook? Can you say that Facebook is a super app or
No, Facebook is not a super app. Facebook is just is just the largest social network on the planet, but we cannot call Facebook a super app. Of course, also we will be able to see in the future, most likely also super apps in the social networking, like Facebook, they have also Instagram or Telegram and so on, because all of these apps, they are getting more and more features, right? And basically users have access to more and more things.
mm.
I mean, for example, Maximo, right now, if you want to trade cryptocurrencies, right, you go on Binance or you go or you go
Yes,
on
yes. Normally,
Coinbase, correct?
normally, yeah. If I will
Yes,
participate on
exactly,
crypto, I using Binance.
exactly. If you want to trade forex, you're gonna go on a forex broker. Okay, if you want to
With
trade
MT4, with MT4, of
yes,
course.
yes, with MT4, MT5, doesn't matter. If you
Mm.
want to trade shares, you're going to go to a brokerage company where you can actually trade real shares, not CFDs. If you want to
Mm.
do wealth management, you need to go to your bank and so on. So at this point, clients don't have access to all these assets in only one place.
In one place. Ah, okay, okay. Which
That's why
is
it's not
right now.
comfortable for,
That's why
yes, which,
you have to install a lot of apps on your mobile device just to access
correct.
those utilities. I see, I
Exactly,
see, I
exactly.
see.
Correct, correct. That's why we at capex.com we are developing a super app, and basically we want to revolutionize the trading applications fundamentally because we want to transform the investment landscape.
Mm-hmm.
And the technology that actually allows us to do that is, of course, the blockchain technology. Because blockchain technology, it's an amazing technology that appeared in the last few years together with Bitcoin. Okay, and it's a technology that allows for transactions to be very transparent and also to be very easy for clients, for users.
Mm.
You can call them however you want. I mean, let me put it this way. How would I describe better the blockchain technology in order for everyone to understand? Imagine you have, for example, a notebook, okay, where you're writing down every single transaction that you're making with your friends, right?
Okay. Yes, yes.
And and now imagine that everyone in your class has the same notebook, okay? And whenever someone makes a transaction, okay, they write it down in their notebook too. This is how blockchain works. Okay, but of course, instead of notebooks, we have computers connected to a network.
Correct, correct, correct. So how was it? Like for example, in a blockchain, it requires a lot of computing power if just to record those every transactions, considering that there's so many transactions per second. Correct.
Yes, yes, correct, correct, correct. But this is not required from the user. The user slash client, he just needs a mobile device connected to internet or a laptop connected to internet in order for him to be able to speculate or to invest in cryptocurrencies and forex and so on.
I see, I see. Because I don't have that very deep knowledge of blockchain, you know. Actually, it's a very interesting topic considering that, you know, we are in the modern age. Actually, as far as I know, we are already in the age of AI, right?
Yes, correct, correct.
So,
We are in the age
so
of AI.
we are already in the age of AI, and it's very fast moving, you know. And for me, if you are not upgrading yourself with this kind of technology, you will be left behind, very far left behind. Correct?
You're right. As you're right, you're perfectly right, Maximo. As you see, the technology is evolving in a very, very rapid way, especially in the last few years. As basically every single big company out there is becoming a financial company, a fintech company, because blockchain technology is actually allowing them to do that. So yes, I can definitely say that blockchain technology represents the future in the financial world
Yeah,
and
and
in the world in general.
and based on your slide, as I look at it, you know, it says here a super app is like a Swiss Army knife,
Exactly,
and
exactly,
I know
exactly.
what a Swiss Army knife is. It is used whatever you wanted to use it. Correct? It has almost
Correct.
everything.
Let me explain you a scenario. Imagine that
Mm.
you're going to have access to an application
Mm.
which is going to be connected either to your debit card or either to your crypto wallet, and
Mm-hmm.
from that application you are going to be able to trade you are going to be able to trade forex, you are going to be able to trade cryptocurrencies, you are going to be able to trade shares, you are going to be able to trade bonds, ETFs, and so on. Also, you are going to be able to do wealth management. So you're going to be able to do everything from the same app with just a few clicks.
But the one that you're developing right now, this super app that you're developing,
Yes.
it can be connected to any service provider, like what you said, wealth management. It will be connected to that wealth management company. Uh, with regards to forex trading, it will be connected to a forex trading broker. Are you telling me that kind of thing, or
Yes,
everything will be
correct.
managed by Capex,
Everything is going to be managed by CapEx.
but into
All these services,
coming from different
yes.
service providers?
No, not coming from different service providers. At Capex, first of all, we are a multi-regulated company. We
Ah,
at this point we have four licenses. One in Europe in SciSec. We have another license in the United Arab Emirates, in Abu Dhabi. We have also a license in Seychelles for non-European clients, and we have a license in Africa for the African market. On top of that, we just obtained a crypto license for a crypto license from Abu Dhabi. So therefore, we don't like to call ourselves a CFD broker. We like to call ourselves as a fintech company because
ah.
our aim are not forex traders. Our aim are users, people that are actually looking in investing in and diversifying their investment.
Wow, wow, amazing. Because
Yes.
actually this is based on my live stream history here in WeekFX. This is my first time to discuss that focuses on fintech, because
Yes,
normally,
because sorry
yeah,
for interrupting you,
yeah,
Maximo. At this point in the market, there are like hundreds of brokers regulated all across the world, and let's be honest, all of them are offering basically the same thing, right?
correct, correct,
They're
correct,
offering
correct, correct.
the same instruments, and therefore the future actually holds the power of the super apps because
Mm.
the companies that will be able to develop themselves as a fintech company and being able to develop a super app from our point of view is that those companies are going to dominate this market.
And that is why you said earlier that Capex is just part of the Keyway Group.
Correct.
No, because Keyway Group basically is the fintech company itself.
QA Group is a holding company, and in that holding company we have multiple brokerage companies. We have
I
Kiwi.
see.
We have Kiwi investments in Cyprus. We have Kiwi Markets in Abu Dhabi. We have KW
I
Investments
see,
in
I
Seychelles.
see.
Yes, exactly.
So whatever the regulations, what you are using the company registered on that particular area, like like in Abu
Correct, of
Dhabi,
course.
you are
Of
using
course, if the
different
client,
brand.
of course, if the client is from,
Mm,
let's say, United Arab Emirates, he's going to be under the Abu Dhabi regulation. If the client is from Spain or from Greece, he's going to be under SISEC regulation
mm,
and so on. Therefore,
mm.
we are ensuring that every client from any region have the maximum safety and the maximum transparency they can have on a trading platform in their trading experience, of course.
I see, I see, I see. Very, very nice. Very. By the way, sorry for interrupting for you because I have
No
questions
problem.
right away on your slides, you know. So, yeah,
Sure.
please proceed because I believe you have plenty of slides there. Okay.
Yes, sure. As I said previously, the future of trading is actually multi-product. Okay, because as I said, on a platform where clients have access to multiple instruments, like they have on Capex. On Capex, they have access to more than 5,000 instruments actually, and classified in 8 assets, in 8 type of assets. So this is the future for clients to trade multiple types of instruments because as you know, when you're trading multiple types of instruments in only one platform, it's let's call it safer, okay, for you to trade because and I can I can give here multiple examples, but I'll just give the a simple one. When indices are going down, when the market is going down due to a financial crisis, usually gold goes up because it's considered as a safe haven
Mhm.
investment investment for people. So therefore, if you are able to trade in only one platform, also cryptocurrencies and also forex and also commodities and shares and indices, therefore your risk is going to be lower. Of course, depending on your risk appetite as a client, but in general, the risk is of course lower.
Mm, I see, I see. And of course, you have your liquidity providers also, right?
Yes, of course, we are working with multiple liquidity providers in order to ensure the client that he has the best execution possible on the lowest costs, of course, as possible.
So that means you have low spreads as well.
Yes, of course, we are actually proud of being one of the brokers that have some of the lowest spreads in the market, depending on the instrument, because we want our clients to have a good experience in trading.
Okay. So now, you mentioned earlier that you said that your super app also has the financial management. I think you mentioned that
Wealth management,
the
you mean?
wealth, yeah, the wealth management. So, how was it? Is it about what? Something like financial. Uh,
Basic wealth management, it's a product that we are working on, and it's a product that is under development and is going to be ready in the following month together with the super app. By wealth
mm,
management, you can call wealth management like on private banking. In order to explain it easier, basically the client is going to, let's say, allocate $50,000 for wealth
mm,
management.
mm.
Okay, and in the wealth management, he's going to get, let's say, 3 to 5% per year as a
Guaranteed,
return.
guaranteed.
Correct. This is what wealth management means.
So better than bank, better than putting your money in the banks, like right?
But banks, this is what they banks with the deposits that they're getting from with the money that they're getting from people, all every single bank out there, they have a trading department. Actually, the banks are the biggest clients when it comes to the online when it comes to the stock market in general.
Yeah, and once you deposit your money in the bank, you're just getting how many percent of your money per annum per year?
Depends on the interest rate. Depends on the interest rate, of course. But actually, online trading, that's why it became so popular. Online trading, because for example, if you deposit, let's say, $10,000 in a bank in Philippines, what's the interest rate that you are going to get at the end of the year?
I think less than 1%.
Less than 1%. Okay, at the end of the year, you're gonna have less than 1%, and
Yeah. But
Besides of that,
guaranteed, but guaranteed.
guaranteed, of course, guaranteed, correct, guaranteed. But nobody is actually covering the risk of the currency. Okay, because the
Correct.
currency, the Philippine currency might actually depreciate, and if your currency depreciate, for example, 5%, okay,
Mhm.
from the beginning of the year until the end of the year, you're actually losing 4%.
Yes, correct, correct.
You got 1% from the
Yeah,
bank. Yeah, they
yeah,
gave it to you. Congratulations, but overall you're losing. You're losing money.
correct. And considering also the inflation, man,
Inflation, it's another discussion. Yes, of course.
that's outside the discussion,
Exactly.
but you are
Yes.
already losing against inflation. So, my
Yes,
goodness.
this is what online trading platforms are actually offering to their users. They're offering their users the chance of getting access to different instruments where they can actually trade, and
Mhm.
they can actually make a secondary income or a primary income, of course, depending on every person experience. But if we take, for example, top 500 Forbes, we will see that basically everyone over there made their money on the stock market.
Yeah. By the way, let me insert this question because you mentioned earlier that you said that banks are one of
Yes,
the biggest clients because they have their in-house trader. You said that, right?
correct,
So,
correct.
can you explain that further? Why? Because so many people are most likely watching us right now don't even know how banks are also becoming part or the biggest one of the biggest part as in the trading industry. Can you please elaborate more why they're doing this or they are participating?
Yes, of course. First of all, when you deposit money in a bank, they have to be able to give you the interest rate, right, on the deposit,
Mm-hmm.
the money that they are guaranteeing to you.
Mm.
So let me give you an example. If you deposit today $1 million in a bank,
Mm-hmm.
in any bank, okay, anywhere in the world, and you want to withdraw tomorrow $1 million, okay, you're not going to get your money in the same day. You need to notify the bank at least 72 hours ahead, and after that, you will be able to. They will actually give you the money. Why? Because they are not actually keeping the money. The money are made to make other money, to produce other money. So therefore, the banks with the deposits from people, they are able to give, of course, loans, mortgage loans, car loans, personal loans, and so on. And of course, they have a trading department where they are trading different instruments. But the trading that is being done by a bank, it's at a completely different level than what a retail user like you or me are doing.
Mm. They're trading in a different what you call this different arena that
Correct.
mm,
They are trading in a different arena. For example, JP Morgan is not going to go on Binance.com to buy Bitcoin. Okay, or they're not going to go on Capex.com to buy shares at Coca-Cola.
yeah, because previously on my live stream with another guest, he told me that banks are normally they are buying short-term securities from the Federal Reserve Bank, something like that.
Yes, of course, there are multiple classes of instruments from bonds to short-term securities to long-term securities,
Mm.
treasury bonds, and etc. Literally, there are multiple types of assets that banks have access to. And
Yeah,
when they're buying shares in a company, they're not going to buy 1,000 shares in a company, millions of
they're
shares. So
buying
therefore, they are buying.
in wholesale
Yes,
and bulk.
exactly. They're buying the shares at a discounted price, and they have to
Mm.
keep the shares for a specific period of time. They cannot just buy sell. So it's a completely different level.
Yeah, correct. Because we have our topic last week was about the, because one issue was there are so many banks in the United States that are bankrupt, right? And the current one is Republic Bank. If you heard
Yes, there
about
are
it,
correct. At the At the present days, there are multiple banks across the world that they are facing issues. We had in US First Republic Bank. Also, we had in Europe Credit Suisse.
SVB,
Uh, yes, and many,
Silvergate.
many more are coming.
Really?
Many more are coming.
Many more.
Yes,
We are
of
still
course.
expecting even more banks filing
Yes,
bankruptcy. You are also
yes,
expecting.
yes, of course. Yes,
But
of course,
only
of course.
in
I am expecting
United
more banks
States,
to.
and but only in United
Sorry.
States. But only in United States.
I'm pretty sure that some of them, some from Europe are going to fall as well. Because look, in 2008, in the financial crisis in 2008, in order to save the day, let's call it like that, the Federal Reserve, okay, basically bailed out the financial sector, and
Mm,
they have moved those toxic assets. They have removed the toxic assets from their balance sheet, and now those toxic assets have been transformed in bonds and other types of instruments. Okay, in order to get rid of them. But unfortunately, in this process, the banks became even bigger,
mm.
and the bigger they get, the worse they fall.
The more
You see?
vulnerable they are, the more
Yes,
vulnerable.
exactly. Yes, exactly,
Uh,
exactly,
all
exactly.
right.
And we are living in a credit world. We are living in a world where everyone is getting a loan to get a car,
Credit
everyone is
economy.
getting a loan to buy a house, and so on.
Yeah, we are living in a credit economy, or should I say debt economy? What's the right term? Credit economy or debt economy?
To be honest, I think that economy, not
Debt,
not a credit
not
economy.
credit. It's a debt economy. We are living in a
Yes,
debt or economy in debt.
correct, correct,
All
correct.
right. All right. So that's a very nice information coming from you there. Okay, please proceed again. Sorry for interrupting you.
No problem, no problem. I'm happy actually that I'm
yeah,
happy actually that you have a lot of questions,
yeah, very interesting.
because I'm more than happy
Our
to answer
topic,
them.
our topic is very interesting.
Yes, that's why I chose the topic, because I think it's good to discuss about the future of this online trading world.
Correct, correct, correct. Okay, so what's
As
this
I s-
Capic Super App?
yes, yes, correct. As I said previously, we are preparing to launch Capex Super App, which is currently under development. We are building a top-notch UX interface for the clients, and as I said from the beginning, the clients are going to be able to manage multitude of financial instruments under only one platform. Now, basically, when we started the discussion, because we are talking about multiple asset categories, right? And why it's safer, and why it's, let's call it, better for a client to trade, okay, multiple classes of instruments in only one platform. First of all, exactly as I mentioned, it's about diversification, because investing in multiple categories of financial product, okay, thereby it's spreading the risk across a different variety of assets. You don't hold your eggs in only one basket. For example, you have $10,000 deposited with your broker, and you're trading euro dollar all in. That's more like gambling. That's not investing.
Mm,
Nobody, very few people made money by gambling. Okay, everyone, of course, they know George Soros, who,
mm,
who bankrupted the National Bank of England some
yeah.
time ago. Also, having multiple types of assets, of course, clients can also do hedging. And as I said previously, the example with the gold and the stock market. When the stock market goes down, the gold goes up. So, for example, if you, let's say, you have some shares, let's say you have Coca-Cola, you have JP Morgan, and so on. In order to protect yourself, you can buy gold. So if the market actually suffers a crash, normally gold should actually go up and lower actually your loss, and easier for you as a client to manage that trade. Maximo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm watching. I'm watching your slides.
Okay, so as I mentioned, At capex.com, we like to call ourselves a one-stop shop broker experience because we have more than 5,000 instruments. Okay, in CFDs, if we are speaking strictly about CFDs, we have more than 2,100 instruments, and we have 8 classes of instruments in total. When it comes to CFDs, we have 7 classes of instruments. I think we have the largest array of instruments in the market at this point because our clients, they can trade forex, they can trade indices, bonds, ETFs, commodities, shares, and cryptocurrencies. And on top of that, with Capex Invest, they can trade stocks, real stocks, direct market access, okay, from all across the world. And
Well,
of course, on top of that, ETFs and other major international markets.
when you say bonds, just the CFD of the bonds.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Once you say trading CFDs of bonds, we are just talking about the CFD in terms of
Yes.
bonds, not the actual bond. You're not actually buying the actual bond, right? Just the CFD.
Depends on Capex trade. On Capex trade, the clients they can buy CFDs from JP Morgan, Merrill Lynch, or Goldman Sachs
Because
or any other bank.
I haven't seen so far how to buy these bonds. I haven't seen. So
You can of course
you,
buy
you,
shares, but
you,
on Capex Invest where we have direct market access, the clients are buying real shares,
oh,
which are not CFDs. They
I
are
see.
real shares.
But that will be later once your super app is already launched.
No, Capex Invest, it's
As of
already
this
available
moment,
for clients. Yes, it's already available for our
I
clients in
see, I
Europe and also
see.
for our clients in United Arab Emirates.
Oh,
It's already
okay.
available on 2 licenses, on the SISEC license and also on the Abu Dhabi license. And of course, we are working
Oh.
to have it ready as soon as possible also for the other 2 licenses, the Seychelles license and the South African license.
So, since you're saying that these are, for example, for the bonds, for buying the bonds, you're
Yes.
saying that it is approved in UAE regulation. So that means those who are in UAE are just they are the one who enjoy this uh, bonds, buying bonds, right? For example, me here in the Philippines, if I will use Capex platform, I cannot buy bonds because we are not in UAE. Is that what you're trying to say here?
No, if you're in Philippines, you can still use capex.com and you can still buy CFDs of banks. I mean, the CFD of the bank, like JP Morgan, like
Oh, okay,
Commerzbank,
okay.
Deutsche Bank, BNP Paribas, and etc. We have more than 1,500 shares
Okay,
as
okay,
CFDs on our
okay.
trading platform. In Philippines, unfortunately, what you cannot do yet
Hmm.
is buy real shares. I mean, the direct market access shares. But
Mm.
you can still
Just
buy
the
the CFDs, of
CFDs,
course.
just the CFDs, but
Yes,
not the
yes,
real.
yes, yes,
I see,
yes.
I see, I see.
Correct, correct. But
Otherwise, if it will be available soon, perhaps once the super app is
yes,
already available.
no, it's going to be actually available before that. In the next 2 or 3 months, it's going to be available also for the Seychelles license. So also clients from
Uh,
Philippines, Vietnam, and other countries will
will
be
be
able
able to
to
access.
enjoy.
Will be able to
Yes, of
access
course.
in 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 weeks time.
No, 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
That means
Sorry,
8 to 12 months, eight
before
to 12 weeks.
the end of the year, fourth quarter of
Yes, correct,
2023.
correct, 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 correct.
Okay,
You're right.
okay, okay, okay. Okay, so please proceed, Alex.
Okay. Now, what I want to discuss is it's a sensitive subject in our world. It's the importance of having multiple regulations as a broker.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, why it's important? Why is this very important? Because the financial world it's regulated in almost every country, but the regulations are different in every country, in every region, right? For example, in
Mm,
US, it's the strictest regulation.
mm.
After that, you have Europe, UK, Australia. But when it comes to outside of European Union and outside of US, of course, the level of regulations are quite low. I mean, We are talking about offshore regulations, okay?
Mm.
And of course, trading with a broker that actually have multiple regulations, not only one regulation in an offshore country, uh, it it gives the client a safer environment for trading. Why? Because the broker, of course, is much more developed when it comes to compliance, much more developed when it comes to execution price of the trade, and the client is going to have a better experience when it comes to trading.
So how many years now Capex is operating since it started?
Yes, we are operating since 2016.
2016. And where is the headquarters located?
The headquarters actually is located in Bucharest. We are a Romanian fintech company.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes,
I
we are
thought
actually
this is
we are the only one
the only one in
in Romania.
Romania. The only
Yes, the
one
only one in
fintech.
Romania.
Ah, okay,
Yes,
okay, okay.
when we are talking about we are talking about of online trading in the CFD world, we are the only one.
I see, I see. Wow.
Yes, our headquarters is in Romania, in Bucharest, in the capital, in the city capital, and we have our offices across the world. We have offices. We have an office in Cyprus. We have an office in Spain where we are having a branch. We have also upcoming branches in Czech Republic and Italy. We have our other offices in Latin America, like Colombia. We are also opening an office pretty soon in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur. So we are constantly developing ourselves and trying to cover all the world.
And once we talk about Asia,
Yes,
that means you already have office in Vietnam and um you are opening in Kuala Lumpur yet, right? In KL
yes, yes,
soon,
correct,
very
correct,
soon.
correct.
And what
Yes,
else? What
correct.
else? What else in Asia? India,
In
you have.
Asia, we are exploring multiple options. We are exploring in getting a local license over here in Southeast Asia. We are exploring in having our own office in Philippines as well, because the
Mm.
Philippines it's an amazing market. On top
But
of
you
that,
don't have office yet. You don't have office yet in the Philippines,
no, we don't have an office yet in Philippines, unfortunately.
including you don't have like support Filipino support yet in the Philippines.
We have actually support all across the world, because in our headquarters, our support team, we are covering at this point 13 languages. So we are covering including Philippines, we are covering including Vietnam, United Arab Emirates, Latin America, Europe, and so on.
And what made Capex decide to to have an office in Vietnam? Is there any significance in Vietnam that Capex saw an opportunity to like why not Singapore or why not Hong Kong? Why in Vietnam?
Why not in Singapore? Why not in Hong Kong? That's a very good question, actually, because we see Vietnam as a very important country in Southeast Asia. So
Mm-hmm.
from Vietnam, we are actually expanding in other countries as well in Southeast Asia. Because I'm located in Ho Chi Minh, and in Ho Chi Minh, you have millions of people that are speaking different languages. You have millions of Koreans from South Korea. You have
Oh,
millions of
really?
Japanese people. You have millions. You have more than 2 million Filipinos over here. We have more than 1 million Thai people. So I can call
Very,
Saigon, which
very
is a city of 20 million people. I can
diversified.
call it like a
Very
yes. I can call it like a
diversified.
multi. Yes, I can call it like a multi
Cultural.
cultural. Yes, exactly, exactly.
Really? Oh, because
Yes,
I haven't been in Vietnam, Although I have some Vietnam friends, but I haven't
you
been in
should come.
Vietnam.
You should come. You should come. Vietnam is an amazing country. You
Really,
would love
yeah.
it. I'm 100% sure that you would love Vietnam.
If I will love Vietnam, maybe I will be staying there as well. How's the cost of living?
Never say never.
How's the
Sorry.
cost of living? How's the cost of living in Vietnam?
The cost of living in Vietnam is pretty low, but it increased actually in the past years. because Vietnam economy, it's the fastest actually growing economy in Southeast Asia. Because their GDP is increasing 10 to 15% every single year. And
Mm.
also the inflation over here in Vietnam is very low.
Mm,
I mean, the inflation
mm.
last year was around 2% only. And considering that Europe and US are actually facing double digit inflation,
Yeah, yeah. In UK right now, it's
yes,
11.
yes, yeah. Also in Romania, in my home country, in my home
Double
country last
digit.
year, the inflation was 13%. Yes,
Oh,
which is quite a lot. But in Southeast Asia, the economy, it's evolving much faster because these are
emerging
emerging economies.
countries. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
emerging
Correct.
countries: Vietnam, Philippines, Laos, Cambodia, and so on. These are emerging economies.
That's why it's suitable for putting up a business because people are still aggressive to, to
Correct,
invest. All right,
correct,
all right,
correct.
all
You're
right.
right.
Good, good. Okay,
Now let's move
so
forward.
yeah, yeah, yes, please.
Let's move forward. Okay, because we were speaking about licenses, okay, and multiple licenses.
Mm,
Now, in the market, in the financial world, in the CFD world, let's call it like this, we have five levels of licenses. Okay, why there are five levels? Because of course it depends on the jurisdiction and it depends also on the requirements. And I will discuss right now about them in a bit of details, so it's easy for everyone that are listening right now to
mm.
understand. Okay, sorry. So first of all, we have the level one license. Okay, which is the strictest license, which is the U.S. license. Okay, the license in America. Why it's considered the strictest? First of all,
Yeah,
because of the
why?
capital requirement, compliance requirements. Okay, that's why for example, the capital requirement is around $20 million in US for a
Wow.
company to get a yes for a company to get a license in US.
You
That's
have
why
to
you can
invest
see
20 million US dollars just to start.
uh, no, you have to invest actually more than that. You have to invest $20 million only to get a license.
Wow.
But on top of the license, you have the office, you have the people, and
Yeah,
every
correct,
person
correct, correct.
needs to be licensed and so on. After
Oh.
that, we have the level two licenses, which you are probably familiar. I'm talking here about UK FCA license, okay, and Australian license, the ASIC license.
ASIC, yeah.
Uh, yes, ASIC license. These are also licenses that are requiring quite high capital, okay, around $2 million, and also the compliance requirements are actually pretty high. But keep in mind that level one license and level two licenses can be used only on those countries. I mean, if you have a US license, you cannot use that license, for example, in Philippines.
Correct, 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 correct. Yes.
Okay. Also, if you have an FCA license, you cannot use the FCA license outside of UK. Unfortunately, Brexit happened, so the FCA
Mm,
license you can use it only in UK. Same as with
mm,
the ASIC license, you can use it only in Australia.
correct,
After
correct.
that, we have the yes. After that, we have the level three license, level three licenses, and in level three licenses, we have the European licenses, which is SISEC. Also in Germany, we have
Mm.
BaFin and so on. In each European country, you have a specific regulator. And also level three, it's also considered the Abu Dhabi because
Ah,
Abu
they are
Dhabi
level
and
3 right now,
Dubai.
ah.
Yes, Abu Dhabi and Dubai, the FSA in Dubai and the ADGM in Abu Dhabi. They're actually following the European regulations when it comes to compliance levels, when it comes to capital requirements and so on. So also these are level three licenses. So for example, a CISEC license, uh, which means Cyprus, allows you as a company to operate in other countries within the European Union
Ah,
because
okay,
we have a
okay.
SISEC license and our office in Romania, where we have a branch. Okay, we are registered. Okay, we are registered with the local regulator in Romania, which is ASF. Also, we have a branch in Spain where we are registered with the local regulator in Spain, which is CNMP, and so on.
So you just
And
like you did not just simply use just the SISEC considering that Spain is already in a part of EU, right?
yes, no,
But still you comply.
the regulations, of course, there is a regulation in Europe which is called MiFID, which is the
Mm,
directive. It's called the Marketing Financial Directive, MiFID II,
Mm.
which appeared in 2016 and came into practice in 2018, that regulates the financial world in Europe. In Europe, the regulations are much harsh than, let's say, Asia or Africa, because any, let's call it, promoter, okay, they need to be licensed as a tied agent and so on. There are
Mm.
multiple regulations that have to be followed in order to be able to promote financial services. But this is, of course, safer for clients,
Yeah.
because the representatives from the company that are actually in contact with clients, they have financial studies, they have a broker license. Okay, so therefore, it's a safer environment overall for clients.
And you know what? Based on what you have just mentioned, these regulations that your company have, it seems that your company invested a lot,
And we are
in
keep
just
investing. Actually, we are keep
yeah,
investing.
and
Actually, we had our funding, our
uh,
last round of funding, which was 2 years ago,
mm.
when we raised $21 million in order for us to be able to further expand, and we are in continuous expanding, acquiring more licenses actually.
So right now,
Under
for the whole operations of Capex and Keyway Group, how many people are there already? The workforce. How many are there already around the
we have
world?
more than around the world, yes, we have more than 600 people across the world in our own
Uh,
offices
yeah, operating
that
with
are part of QA
operating
Group
within the
slash
group. Yeah,
Capex.
within the group.
Yes, 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 yes,
That's
yes,
quite a
yes.
lot. That's
Yeah,
quite a
but
lot
we are
already.
actually still growing.
Yeah, and
We are actually still growing, because, for example, last year we had around 400 people. This year already we increased with 50%, and it's just May. It's half of May,
yeah,
so
and
we are growing.
if I could just imagine, I think your company invested in a in a something like a BPO, a call center,
You know what?
just to your company invested perhaps in a call center for receiving inquiries from your clients. Yeah, just in
No,
my imagination.
we have our own offices actually. We didn't externalize
Ah,
this service.
okay,
No,
okay,
we
okay.
didn't externalize this service. We have our own offices where
Ah,
clients are receiving
okay.
support.
So that means, like, for example, if you are right now in Vietnam, you have your own team that receives client inquiries. So right
Yes, I have
away,
my own. I have my own team of Vietnamese speakers in Romania.
really?
Yes,
Wow. So you are really investing even on the locally speaking. Yeah.
because it's very important. Even in Philippines, the country where you are from, even if the majority of people speaks English, of course, all the time it's better to have support in the
Local.
local
Yeah,
language.
correct, correct, correct.
Yes,
I admit on that because based on my
clients are more
experience,
comfortable. The users will be much more comfortable discussing
talking
in their own
with
language
yeah,
than in English.
correct, 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 correct. And actually, it is even more credible if the company has their office in the region. Like for example, here in the Philippines, clients is even more comfortable to
Yes,
to
because of course,
visit.
because the clients can visit the office, can actually meet the people. It's not everything online. They can actually
Mm.
see a face behind the phone, which is of course important.
Correct, correct, correct. Because I myself is also a client, so
Yes,
for me it's more I could feel more safer if the company has their office in my region.
yes, it's perfectly normal, and I perfectly understand that.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to talk about the level 4 and
Level
level
4
5
please. Yes,
licenses.
please.
Yes, the last two licenses, types of licenses. So in level 4, we have it's basically already offshore, and we have the Seychelles license, and we have also the Mauritius license.
Mauritius.
These licenses we actually call the Seychelles license. These licenses have lower requirements than the level 3 licenses. in terms of capital requirements, but they are following the same compliance and client fund segregation. Okay, because it's very important that the client funds are separated from the company funds. That's extremely important.
Mm.
And on top of that, they are financial regulations. They are not just offshore regulations. That's why we have also level five. When the level five license is actually are the licenses that a lot of brokers are using these days outside of Europe.
Example,
And
which kind of regulation is that you're referring to level 5?
San Vincent and Grenadine,
Ah, Saint
Vanuatu,
Vincent,
and
Vanuatu.
the newly appeared, which is Comoros Islands.
Ah, 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 ah.
Uh, Unfortunately, this type of licenses are completely offshore licenses. They're not even related to trading whatsoever.
Mhm.
Uh, for example, if we are speaking about San Vincent and Grenadine, actually the regulator itself, they have a statement on their website saying that they are not offering forex licenses, and actually the
Really?
companies that are offering online trading services with a San Vincent and Grenadine license are actually breaking the law.
Oh,
And again, unfortunately, most of the let's say bad experiences and the way clients like to call scam companies hold these type of licenses. Why? Because the level of safety it's very low when it comes to client funds, and also they're completely offshore licenses. So the clients have very limited power in terms of controlling what's happening
yeah,
over there.
yeah. For example, if clients are having these complaints and this regulatory body don't have enough power to impose to those who have the license, correct?
Exactly. Those those regulators are not powerful regulators, and therefore they are not. Of course, most likely they will evolve. I'm pretty sure that even these level five licenses are going to evolve to have a better client safety, because a lot of brokers are choosing these regulations. So it's normal also for these licenses to evolve. But currently speaking, at this time, unfortunately, is not happening.
Because like for example, like what you have said, is companies are easily they can easily get this regulation or licenses just to operate and scam people, correct?
Yes, correct,
Yeah, so
correct.
yeah, anyway, so many things that you have discussed, and it's been it's been almost an hour. I didn't think that it was already an hour discussing with you, and I learned a lot. Actually, I learned a lot, and hopefully those
I'm
who are
happy.
watching us right now learned a lot
Yes,
as
I can see
well.
that we have a lot of people that are watching us, so which is very good.
Yes. Yes, and of course, they have their comments there, and we'll just answer those comments. And by the way, any something like to end this discussion, any parting words that you would like to tell our viewers right now watching us live?
Yes. Thank you for that. I would actually want to ask our viewers when they are choosing a broker to trade with, they should actually check the regulations that the broker holds, and also they should do a little bit of study on what the service is the broker offering. Because, for example, in capex.com, our broker, the clients have an academy part where they can learn a lot of useful knowledge when it comes to online trading and basic knowledge. And on top of that, they have access to a personal account representative when they are becoming our client.
I see. So actually, so
So that's why
many.
to all the people that are listening, they should carefully check the company that they are choosing to deposit their funds and to start this journey in the online trading.
Yeah, correct, correct. And thank you for that advice, Alex. And hope
You're
to
more
see
than welcome,
you.
Maximo.
Hope to have another discussion with you. Maybe another topic in the
Yes,
future.
of course. Yes, of course.
Anyway,
I would be
you
more
are
than
just
happy
a
to.
message away.
Correct.
it,
Correct. Correct.
it
Correct.
so
Correct.
happened that our schedule is not matching, something like you are busy or maybe I am busy. That's why it's not that
Ah, we'll figure it
very.
out. We'll find the time to have
Yeah, because
to
it took
have
us like
a
3 weeks,
discussion.
It took us 3 weeks to
Correct.
schedule this one.
Correct.
It took us 3 weeks.
Correct. Because you're a busy person. I'm also a
You
busy
also
person
are a busy.
developing, and
Yeah,
it's not that easy to find the time, where we can
yeah,
sit together.
yeah,
I would
correct,
be
correct.
more than happy to have another discussion with you where we can have a live chat with our listeners and actually answer live any
Yes,
question that
yes,
that
correct.
that will appear.
Yes, correct, correct, correct. And again, thank you, Alex, and
Thank you very much.
especially you're very busy man also, and thank you for your time, and thank you, of course, to
Thank you.
WikiFX for providing us
Yes.
this platform, this live streaming platform, and give
Yes,
this
this live streaming
opportunity.
platform of WikiFX, it's an amazing tool that allows the users to come in contact directly with the brokers, and
And
in
if
order for
you
them to
yes,
have a
and they
more
could
human feel.
Yes, and they could even check Capex in Wiki's platform about their score. Their
Yes,
because they have this scoring system in terms of brokers, so they could check
yes, I know,
Capex and check the score of Capex to
of course.
see how the standing of Capex based on
Yes, the scoring, the
WikiFX.
scoring, the scoring system on WikiFX actually it's very important for clients because it allows the users to see if the platform, if the
Regulated or
broker is
not.
is is regulated, where is regulated, if there are any complaints or
Mm.
whatsoever. I mean, it's a place where potential clients can actually use a broker to invest with.
And considering that they could also view this live stream you just by using
Yes,
the app, right?
correct, correct. They can download
So
it on their mobile phone, and it's a few clicks away.
yes, correct, correct. And of course, since this live stream is also recorded right away in the WikiFX platform, they could simply replay this live stream that they are watching right now,
Correct. Man,
right?
they are going to learn. They are going to learn new things about regulations, about the future of the online trading, and they are going to learn also more about us at capex.com.
Right, right. Okay, so thank you once again,
Thank you
Alex,
very much.
and
Thank
looking
you.
forward to have this live stream once again with you for a different topic. And
Sure.
all right, so thank you and bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye bye. Have a great evening.
Fist bump, fist bump. You do like that, a fist bump. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, that's my next trade. Okay. There. Okay, and... Oh, sorry. Wrong door. There. Ah.